Here we are. Happy Sunday evening, everybody. We are live. I hope that you've had a great day. I know that many of you, you've already been in the waiting room. You've been chatting with each other. And now here we are. We're set to go live. Several people just got this notification. Hopefully they're clicking on it. I hope that everyone is having a great holiday weekend, right? It's Labor Day weekend. There's many people traveling. I caught up with the news and analysts say that this is the busiest Labor Day weekend travel maybe in history. And so if you're joining us tonight from someone or somewhere other than where you regular join us from, usually your house, let us know if you're traveling this weekend. If anyone is away from home, let us know. Let us know where you're at here as we're going to get set for a 1-hour show here. We're excited about that. Amanda will hopefully join us here in just a little bit. She's getting the kiddos to sleep. Jax wanted to get to sleep. But in the meantime, we're going to say hello here in just a second for everyone who has joined us. Hopefully you sit back. I know there was a big football game on. Lito Tito is on here. I saw him earlier. I know there's a big football game on. And the fumble. Did you see the fumble and the kickoff return and then the interception just after? So I know you're watching football. It's almost halftime. So this will get us through our halftime break before football kicks on in the second half. We'll talk about football here too in just a little bit. Let's talk about who's here. Let's take a little roll call really quick. As everyone's coming in, we ask you please hit that like button. It just takes a second for you to do so. Hit the like button. If you have questions regarding cruising, no matter the cruise line, no matter the itinerary, you have questions on embarkation, disembarkation process, excursions, onboard experiences, COVID restrictions. There was a hint at least an acknowledgement by Carnival Cruise Line that, yes, there's a rise in cases. No, we're not doing anything about it right now. But there's a lot of questions out there about things. Of course, ask those questions in the comment section. Someone may beat you or beat me to answering that question. And then, of course, if it's your first time here, be sure that you also reach out there in the comment section. I'll try to say hello to you. But the chat goes by quick. So let's get started. Take a little roll call. I can't call everyone out, but I do want to call out some of those who are here first. And we'll look for our first questions to talk about. We've got a game to play here in a little bit. We've got several topics to talk about as well. Fireball Steve, it's great to see you in Kentucky there. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hope that you're off a little bit. Cruise Nuts is here as well. Danny and Trina, Peace of Be Wild. It's great to see all of you from Clearwater, Florida. We hope that all of our Floridians and those who live in Georgia, South Carolina are doing okay. Of course, the hurricane moved through. Hopefully everything's okay. I know there's damage to property. There's flooding and things like that. But hopefully, maybe crossing our fingers, that's the only one we see for the season, right? Usnavi, it's great to see you. Z as well. We talked to Z a little bit earlier today. Usnavi, Randy, welcome back to cruising, Randy. It's great to have you back. Randy, who's been an Islander for a long time, had to take a little break from cruising, and now he's back. He booked his first cruise in quite some time. It's not until next year, but we're great to see Randy back here. Wanda, it's great to see you here tonight. And Mike, Rick, there in Galveston, it's great to see you as well. Tim, it's great to see you. I see a lot of people who are subscribers to our YouTube membership as well. So if you see those different color stars, that represents that those Islanders are part of our YouTube subscription program. They see exclusive content and videos and things like that. Amanda and I have been putting those out there every few days. They get a little sneak peek sometimes of what's going on. And it's great to see you, Linda, as well. Ronnie and Shirley's here. Cold Moose, hello. Gwen, Arkenfrog, Wonderful Adventures. Have you been homesick? I'm sorry. I hope that you feel better very, very soon. We know several that are under the weather as well right now. Billy, it's great to see you here. Jolie as well. It's great to see you. Shirley's here. Carol, Todd, Platinum Goldens. Hello. Will G is here as well. Billy, hello. Here's Amanda. Amanda is here. You can turn that off if you need to. Thank you, baby, for coming up. Got the kiddos settled, I guess, downstairs.
Somewhat.
Z, yeah. Z, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. Z says, I can't wait to get on the Carnival Jubilee December the 23rd. We are getting ever so close.
It is. It's like sneaking up on us.
It really is. The final payment's due this month for everyone on the inaugural sailing. It's due September the 25th. We just had our monthly meeting for our group cruise. It's something that we do, I don't know anyone else that does that, honestly.
We're weird,
Well, and it's like, some months there's not much to update, right?
That's true.
Some months there's a lot to update, discuss excursions and what
For all
everyone's
the
doing.
planners in the group, right?
That's right. Exactly right. Z, thank you so much for joining the Islanders Club.
Oh, nice, Z.
We appreciate that so much. Thank you, Z, for doing that. We appreciate that. And I missed one up here. Let's see.
Who you got?
Well, let's see. This thing jumping around. Empty Nesters, thank you so much for that super chat.
Yep.
We appreciate that so much. Sandra is here as well. Sandra, it's great to see you. And Misty from Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
Ohio State Buckeyes had a big win. Bob, hello. Betty is here from Tennessee.
Eric's all into the sports now.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Paul and Kevin, Lori, it's great to see all of you here. We have so many here as well. Mr. Rick Way, let's see what we got from Rick here. Battleship Texas will wind up docked in front of Harbor House when it is finished being overhauled. Really?
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
$35 million.
Unbelievable.
For repairs.
Yeah, the battleship's been there for, it seems like going on 2 years, right?
Yeah. I didn't know they were doing much with it.
It's been a while. I know that she was in dry dock for a while, but wow, $35 million is going to be something to see when she's done.
That battleship better actually work.
That's right. That's right. Put her back in service, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Thank all of you who are here. Amanda, we're over 100 Islanders here. We know that a lot of them have questions, and we're going to get to those here in just a second. Paul, it's great to see you. Valiant Lady, 21 days on Valiant Lady, Virgin Voyages.
Very dainty.
Yeah. Yep. Steve and Linda, it's great to hear from you guys. Of course, they booked on the Venezia.
Nice.
Back to back on the Venezia this past week, and now we're looking for hotels in New York City, which sometimes is a challenge.
Yep.
But Amanda and I have we've stayed in New York City.
Yeah, I got Steve's email. We're gonna send him some options.
Yep. But one good thing is we've been there. We've stayed there without cruising. We've stayed there for a cruise. We have experience in doing that, and we offer that, of course, to our clients. Messiah is here. He's asking this. Let's ask this question to everyone here. Any recommendations on how he should tell his kids that they are going on a cruise? Messiah is actually booked on our inaugural selling group cruise, but he has not told the kiddos yet.
And you kind of got to tell them before Christmas. I mean, it's coming up.
We've got a lot of people here.
Do you
creative.
Tell them right before Christmas and give it as a Christmas gift?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. That is a great question. I'm sure we'll have some ideas here. How do you tell the kiddos? We're going to have to think about that. Yep. Debbie is in Syracuse. It's great to see you, Debbie. Steve, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate the super chats. So many people ask us what that is. It's just another level of support. You're here. You're supporting us. You watch our daily shows. You like our videos. You subscribe. We appreciate all that support. Super chats just go into letting us do what we love to do at a grander scale, better quality. It provides the MacBook that I'm on now, the camera that I'm using, and all that great stuff. We appreciate every level of support. I just booked an ultra cruise for March with you guys, looking for one in December. That's right, Karen. Casino offers were extended by 1 week, which is very rare for those big bulk offers. Usually when they run out, a new set comes out, but they were extended. The old offers were extended for a week. This is for Carnival Cruise Line. And there's many reasons maybe this happened. One is that some schedules came out in Galveston and Alaska for 2025, and maybe the casino group was still working on what offers were going to take place in 2024 and 2025. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Ultra Cruise will be great. The prize on those Ultra gifts, the gifts on the Ultra Cruises are always fun, and they're big. Yep. Matt Hinkle is here. Matt and Kim from North Dakota. And it is football season. NDSU and NFL starts Thursday. Can you believe that? That is really cool. We'll talk sports here in just a second. Is Carnival increasing? This is from Paul. Is Carnival increasing all the extras on the ships like Royal is? The price increases are insane. Paul, I'm with you there. I agree. It seems like every couple of months we're seeing a price increase, whether it's on specialty dining or internet or a beverage package, alcoholic, non-alcoholic. It seems like prices go up, right? And people continue to pay. I don't guess we have met that threshold yet where people say, you know what? I'm not paying anymore. I'm not going to buy it. And once we see where price increases start to damage and hurt the bottom line of how much money cruise lines are making, they're going to continue to increase those prices until we say, no, we're not going to do it. So Great question there. Kenny, number one piece of advice for Alaskan cruises. My number one piece of advice is to book early. We book so many last minute Alaskan cruises. We can do it. We can find you where to go. But Alaska is somewhere that takes some time to plan. There are some very special excursions for Alaska that are small group based. We're talking 12 to 15 people. If you book last minute, these excursions have been sold out for over a year. So if you book a year in advance, sometimes 2 years in advance, you can legit have the trip of a lifetime because you have enough time to plan. Don't get me wrong. If you go within a year, if you go with 30, 60 days out, we can help you we'll find you something to do. But some of the just top level excursions, they're booked out, a year in advance. So my number one piece of advice, book in advance for sure. Yep. Karen, thank you so much for that super chat, as we talked about earlier. Glenn's got a question here. And so does Mike and Wendy. Have you ever cruised to Alaska? And if so, which ship? We have been booked 3 times to Alaska, and all 3 times have been canceled. And so Alaska is something that we're looking at maybe the first week of August of next year. We're looking at that, trying to set our summer schedule. June is just about out of the question for next summer, but July, we may be on a cruise ship 3 or all 4 weeks next July. We're trying to set that schedule in the first week of August. So, Glenn, do you think that this new COVID on steroids will affect us, this to mask up? This is an interesting question, Glenn. It really is. I don't know how things are going to turn out, right? Of course, we're seeing a lot of news on this new variant, and you can call it hype, you can call it reality. The political part of it, I'm leaving out of it, right? But the reality is numbers are up, and cruise lines, at least for now, I'll move this out of the way until Amanda gets back, they're increasing their messaging on their stance on the possibility of restrictions coming back. So it's almost like they're prepping us just in case. Hopefully nothing happens, but cruise lines will continue to keep us safe as they always do. I'm confident in that. I really am. Yeah, Bob's got 47 days until a 14-day on the Dream. That must be the Panama Canal cruise. That's going to be fun. Yep. Yeah, Santa Claus just got a big present. That would be fun. Maybe that's the way you tell the kiddos. Where to stay? Never cruised out of Tampa. Karen, we could help you with that. There are so many places near the port of Tampa to stay if you wanted somewhere with free shuttles or things like that. We absolutely love the Tampa area. I was just there in May, actually, for work and enjoyed the Tampa area. But we can help you out with that if you need some help with it. Yep. Santa can bring them new luggage. That's a good idea right there. Send the kids an email from the first port. Yeah, leave the kids at home. Adventure of the Seas, John. That's right. John and Karen are on the Adventure of the Seas. I saw some pictures there. John, it was fun to plan that trip, and I hope that you guys are having a blast on. Sorry, not the Adventure, the Allure of the Seas. My apologies. Yep. Use the elf on the shelf and say Santa is sending them a Christmas cruise. That would be cool. It really would. We have it. Our kids know that we're going. We should have surprised them. We should have surprised them.
You can't. Yep. You can't hold it in.
Yep. Z's ready to see old Carrie Underwood sing the intro there for the Sunday night football coming, I guess, next week. Yep. Shirley's got a question here, Derek. I haven't asked about your mom for some time. How's your mom doing? Shirley, I appreciate that so very much. Mama's doing well. She's in good spirits. Mentally, she's still strong, of course. If you're not familiar with it, she struggles some with several disabilities, but she had her leg amputated 2 years ago and is not mobile anymore. But she's doing good. And I talk to her just about every day on the phone and go see her some. We need to go see her tomorrow. We have Monday off. That's right. That's right. Trina, thank you so much for that super chat. Carnival Pride was given an exemption after the hurricane, allowing a cruise to nowhere. You're exactly right about that.
There you go.
Why were they not given this after the shutdown? That's a good question, and it goes back to a decades old, 100+ year old law that says that round trip voyages from a North American, from a United States port, have to have at least one international stop. And that's why you see Alaskan cruises stop there in Canada, for sometimes 4 or 5 hours, not even very long before they come back. And so we would love a cruise to nowhere. I would be just fine with that.
You'd like that.
I would. But yep, that's what it is. Usnavi, thank you so much for that. We've got 138 and only 65 likes. Let's get that up. Carol's on the Magic December 23rd. Wish that was your cruise. Carol, we have
Yeah.
been on the Magic before, and we are actually cruising. We will be on a cruise ship
Yeah.
March the 23rd, but it will be the Jubilee.
Yeah.
If you want to move over, we can help you move over.
Maybe.
We've been on the Magic before. You'll have fun there, but you would have fun on the Jubilee as well. Yep. Controversial Cruising is here. Just got back from the Luminosa. We've had several clients the last week or two cruise on the Luminosa and have an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
And several people wanting to book Alaskan cruises.
Yep. That's right. Matt's got an update on Paradise Beach day beds.
What's the update?
Yep. For our group cruise, Matt said that there are only 2 day beds left. So if you're going with us on that inaugural selling on the Jubilee, the day bed is an extra $50. We think it's worth it. We've been
you don't have to get that.
No, not at all.
Lounge chairs that people can pull up around us.
Not at all. But it is.
Our little group will be in one section.
It's fun to have that bed and be close to the pool and have a central place you can leave your stuff. So, yes. Yep. Steve's got a question. Can you talk about the safety of the celebration out of Miami at the end of September due to hurricanes? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's we've had a lot of questions about hurricanes because the Gulf is active right now. It looks like there's 4, possibly 5 systems that could develop. Now it doesn't seem like any of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, but they might not.
It doesn't seem like any of them
never know
are going to develop. But I can promise you this: cruise lines will keep you safe. Just be aware. If you book a cruise from now until the end of October, really, you got to be flexible, and you got to be ready for your cruise line to say you booked this itinerary, and you may have booked it because of the ports of call.
Those might change,
and they say we're not going east, we're going west, or vice versa. Yeah. So, yep. Norma and Mike live. They're from Bauxite. They're 5 days away until their 50th wedding anniversary cruise.
Nice.
Royal Caribbean's Navigator. And I know you're excited about that. Happy early anniversary to you. Yep. The Marriott downtown in Tampa. I think that's actually where we stayed with work in May. Has free transportation. So yeah, the Marriott downtown Tampa is this awesome area. Amanda, we need to go sometime. I went for work.
Down. Let's go.
Here's a question from Rich here. Is it easy on Royal for individuals to trade cabins within a selling group as it is on Carnival? It is just about the same process. Yeah, if you need to switch rooms, switch cabins, something like that, you can ask for that extra key. Just about the same process. Yep, on Royal. What's the news about online gambling, Z? That's a good question. I asked that last week.
No news.
Yeah, no news. I asked last week and was told there is no update. And the last update was going to be in March. Here we are. Yeah. Glenn, yep. Your baby mama has her own, Carrie Underwood has her own Sirius XM radio station.
Oh.
How about that?
You've been wanting to get a subscription.
Yeah, I have a $5 a month offer for 2 years. So we need to get that.
I've got a better offer called the AM FM radio for free.
That's true. That is true. It was like I
$0 a month.
I pay probably $10 for Spotify a month.
Then why don't you play Spotify in the car?
I do. That's what I do.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
But I would enjoy some XM radio too. Yep. Glenn's got a question here about the glitch that we had last week on the Cheers package. Are people still complaining about their refund?
People are always complaining. They're still complaining.
They are. And of course, when we had the glitch, I shared, it's going to be, I said, here's what's going to happen. Go ahead and book it. I'm going to book it. Bless you.
And you did.
And I did. I said, but it's going to be canceled. And it was, but we're still receiving just calls.
You got a discount though for
10%.
Yeah,
10% is not bad. It's not.
No percent.
Yep, I like Elaine's idea about leaving hints around the house. That is pretty cool to tell the kiddos. Yep, had a blast. Yep, didn't know I needed to go to Alaska, but you did. Yep. There is Eric from Carnival Cruise Line's Miami blog. You guys are awesome. Eric, thank you so much for hopping on. Of course, Eric manages so many Facebook pages and groups. The Carnival Cruise Line Miami blog has over 200,000, 260,000. It's unbelievable. And then all his ship groups as well. Many of you are probably you were part of these groups and you may or may not even know it. But we post those from time to time. So. It's unbelievable. Great communities. Yep. Todd, thank you so much for your super chat. Leaving for New York in 14 days, selling Liberty of the Seas in 18 days. It's a great time of year to Canada and New England. This is
That'd be a good cruise.
2020 canceled cruise. Excited for fall colors, and we are too here in Arkansas.
True.
We want some. We do.
Tired of the heat.
Yep. Messiah, how do you go about getting the day beds? You've got to go to Paradise Beaches website. Yep. And I think that's through, Amanda has sent that out through email before, a link to their website. And then you just select the day.
Yeah.
Yep. Just select the day. Z is wondering, will Derek do the roller coaster on a cruise?
He will.
I'll do it.
He's been getting a little braver these days.
Well, you up the life insurance. So
no. We've been taking the kids to Silver Dollar City and Branson, and Derek's been riding the roller coasters with them. So he's getting there.
That's right. Exactly right. Cruiser for life. We are going to Mexico on Northern Caribbean in 2 weeks. Is there an issue with the security of the visitors? We've never, be smart. And this is not just to Mexico. Know your surroundings. Plan your trip before you go. Know the area that you're going to. Be firm when you get in a taxi. If they say, we recommend that you go here. No, I told you I want to go here. They will try to sell you on other places. And make sure you've got someone that's helping you book your trip with you that has been to these places before. They'll help you out. Read the reviews. Yeah, absolutely. Don't go somewhere that has like 5 reviews. Yep. Marcus, it's a good question there. Carnival Jubilee in March, should I be concerned for COVID? It's the same thing with, like, I was watching the game downstairs, LSU and Florida State. There's 80,000 people there. There's concerts taking place. I saw Garth Brooks in New Orleans, I guess it was. Maybe last night. I don't know. And there's 80,000 people. So just be careful. There are protocols to take part in. And so just be careful if you're on a cruise ship or not. Yep. Thank you, Shirley. Appreciate that comment about Mama. Appreciate that. BetMGM has a huge lawsuit pending for not honoring bets. Trina, that may be a holdup because that is who they partnered with. Mr. Tolman, looking forward to our Carnival Firenze cruise in May. Did our travel companions ever reach out to you? They have not yet. Nope. They have not yet, but when they do, we'll take care of them. We have been seeing an uptick, though, about the Carnival Firenze and bookings the last couple of weeks. We booked several of those cruises. I had to learn how to pronounce the name of it. Yep. They have not yet, but we will get those taken care of. We are, golly, I can't believe we're already a third of the way through the show and have so much to talk about that we have planned. Well, he's got his little list over here. Always, right? Always have a list. He's prepared-ish. Always prepared. Always prepared. Fowler, it's great to see you here this evening. I appreciate your comments there. Any excursion ideas for Costa Maya? Jolie asked. Costa Maya is a difficult port, honestly. Not one of our favorites. Yeah, we encourage you to book through the cruise line on that port. We don't always do that. We've rented golf carts before from the Red Shirt group and gone to the beach, which is not the best. We've gone to Crazy Lobster, which is not the best. I guess if you're going to get off the ship, like, that'd be an okay. Yeah. Mike, your cruise is coming up as well on the Meraviglia. So that is awesome. Shirley's got a question. Looks like with relation to Carnival cruises, Platinum, do they receive $25? Each cruise, they do receive $25 in your form of casino. Yeah, table games or slot credits or whatever you want. But they do. Yep, exactly right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Couple of different things. It's Labor Day weekend. We hope that most people are off. Are you enjoying a 3-day weekend this weekend? We both are. We are. Our places of employment are both closed on Monday. Amanda and all the teachers need it after you started school. This is kind of only been 2 weeks, y'all. And this is how I'm looking. Exactly. Yeah. Amanda, what she has been warned. No. I just, it takes some time getting back into the swing of things. And the kids struggle too. They come in like, oh. Yep. Are you off this weekend? And what type of work, what industry do you work in? It's Labor Day weekend, giving all of us who work a day off, which is nice. That way we can go back on Tuesday and do the same amount of work in a 5-day week, but only in 4 days. Just about, for some of us anyway. Yeah. Pat, we'll talk about Aruba here in just a second. It looks like those several people do have Monday off, which is great. Cruiser for life. Yeah. Manny, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that so much. We know that there are people, though, with Labor Day weekend that work hard and don't get a day off. Our police officers, firefighters, medical. A bank. Yeah.
People want their money.
Yep. Medical, all of our medical resources,
sure.
you don't get a day off. And so we recognize all of you who are working in jobs where things don't close. Holidays.
Might have to alternate who gets the day off.
Exactly right. Yep. Real estate retirement. Yes, being off. Medical billing. Yep. Registered nurse. Gwen, thank you for that. Betty, medical field. Yep. So we know how it goes. IT and security at a bank. Yeah.
That'd be important.
Exactly right. I have to work tomorrow because I'm a county deputy. Yep. Exactly, Glenn.
Also an important job.
And absolutely it is. And so we appreciate all those who sacrifice even small things like that to contribute to the greater good. We had, someone asked about Aruba just a second ago. One of our favorite places. Yeah, Pat. Eagle Beach, if you want a beach, it's $5 or up to $10. Usually you can get it for $5 taxi ride.
Or
that's what you do during the day, because usually you're there from like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So we usually go to Eagle Beach, go back to the ship, and then Amanda will tell you what we do after that.
We do the sunset sail. And so it's a really nice sailboat. They have like loungers with cushions, and they sail out. They'll stop and let you get out and snorkel for a little bit. And on your way back, you see the sunset. They feed you, and it's really nice. Like that's nice. In our top 5 of excursions.
Yep. The Blue Melody or Black Pearl. If you Google either of those in Aruba, it would take you to the website. It is totally worth it, though. Great. It's a great excursion. One of our favorites in the world. Karen works in admissions at a university, so I guess her busy season just ended. And so she's off Monday. That's going to be nice.
Perfect.
Yep, absolutely. Does anyone have any recommendations for Grand Cayman besides going to hell? Mike and Wendy ask. We love Grand Cayman, and hell certainly is a great place to go on Earth, I guess. But yeah, we've done some different things in Grand Cayman. We have done the traditional swimming or feeding the stingrays at Stingray City.
If you haven't done that, that is
cool.
You
beautiful,
need to go at least
beautiful
once.
Water.
If you've been before, it's kind of like, okay, I've done it, I'm good.
We've done it a couple times and had a blast, but Stingray City is great. And then we've done just 7 Mile Beach and jet skis. Just take a taxi to 7 Mile Beach. And literally you don't have, I used to think you have to know a beach location on 7 Mile Beach. You can tell them 7 Mile Beach, and there's about a half a mile.
I'll take you somewhere
of beach that a lot of people go, but we've done jet skis there before, and it was absolutely beautiful. With Jackie and Jeremy, who are currently on the Carnival Vista right now.
Jealous. And they probably have this stinking Havana room.
Oh, they
living it up.
17-14 at half. Thank you, Lito Tito, for the update there. Going to be a great second half game. It is. Mike and Wendy, if you need more recommendations, let us know. But Grand Cayman is a beautiful place to visit, one of our favorites. It's Grand Cayman to the west and Aruba and the Virgin Islands to the east or south. I want
to go back to Bonaire, though.
Bonaire was cool. It was really cool. 1 cruise ship a day is all they allow. Betty asked about Starlink for all ships. They are not complete with that migration yet, but over half the ships, I think they're up to 12 or 13 now.
That's pretty good.
Do have it. So, and works for a museum. They're in the Memphis area. So she's off. Cayman cave tubing. Yeah, we've heard several people do that.
Yeah, I told you I've been wanting to do that.
Glenn's got another question here. Will Carnival ever get rid of their gratuity like other cruise lines, which means making it part of the all-inclusive option? They won't, and it was, I guess we saw a celebrity, this past week share that used to gratuities were included in their all-inclusive package. But then they're going to take gratuities out of the all-inclusive package, but still call the package the all-inclusive package. Can you still call it the all-inclusive package
if it doesn't, including everything? The almost
that's what
package.
We talked about names that they could call out on the show, but Glenn, I don't see them just including that, especially when other cruise lines
I
are
do wish that they kind of would, though. Just tell me what it's like, the nickel and dime kind of thing. Like, don't nickel and dime me. Just tell me the price.
Sherry, it's great to see you here as well tonight. The Virgin option, Virgin includes gratuities. They pay their staff, and we've got to try. We're hoping maybe for July. punted around the idea of going to Miami, going on a cruise, and then hitting a Virgin Voyages cruise.
Oh, we talk about a lot of things.
We do. Let's mention this. We are at 8:30 already, halfway through the show, and this
bottom of the hour.
That's right. I meant to mention this the first few minutes because I know a lot of us just in the industry of cruising and the lifestyles and mindsets that we try to live in. The news on Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, that one was a hard hit for Derek. He loves some Jimmy Buffett.
I have. Amanda's been in the car with me. We went to the Arkansas Razorback game yesterday. We drove to Hot Springs, which is an hour and a half away, and I was playing a lot of Jimmy Buffett in the car. We had friends with us, and they're like, "You like Jimmy Buffett, don't you?" And I'm like, "Have you heard the news? You know, he's passed." And so Buffett has made a difference, I think, in a lot of our lives, millions of people's lives. Of course, what he's done for the Florida Keys in Key West there, and just I heard him say in an interview not long ago that he got a start on Bourbon Street.
Oh,
and he was making, I think he's making $500 a week and half off drinks at the bar. And he said at the end of the first week, he owed the bar money. But what an outlook on life that he had. And I'll ask you this: can you cognitively remember you on a cruise ship? Hearing or singing one of Buffett's songs, yes or no? I remember several times of the song coming on, whether it's karaoke or the steel drums on Lido Deck, and you think about wasting away at Margaritaville.
There you go.
And I put something on my personal profile page on Facebook, and one of the lyrics that I love best about Buffett. I'm not going to.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm not going to say it as well as
he's going to quote it for you. He's getting it.
One of my favorite lines from a Buffett song is "Wrinkles only go where the smiles have been." I said, millions of us will have wrinkles because of you. That was just his outlook, and so it was neat. Derek, I'll go back and look at your question if it's not too far up. But rest in peace, Jimmy. Royal Caribbean. Did you hear what they did?
What they did?
Royal Caribbean yesterday. They at 5:00. They gave everyone a free margarita on all their ships. Give them 5:00 somewhere, of course. That was fitting there. It was a nice gesture from Royal. So many great memories from Jimmy B, such a great human. And I tried to share with all of us to try to live a little bit more stress-free, which I need. I need. Yep. Derek, I don't see your question. You can ask it again. This chat jumps so much. We've got almost 150 people here, and a lot of them are active. So I will try to find it.
Someone did ask about the barbecue on the ship.
Yeah.
The guys, Pig and Anchor. They said they're from Kansas, and so they have the real good barbecue. It will not be better than Kansas barbecue. I'm sorry, but it will not.
Yep.
But it is good.
It is good. It is. And Lito's got an interesting story. Lito, I thought about you too. Years ago, Lito, he told me this story. He picked up Jimmy Buffett one time at an airport for a local show he was performing.
Nice.
And that was neat. It really was. But how neat there. Rest in peace, Jimmy. And may he enjoy his cheeseburger in paradise. And may he find that shaker of salt. Where's the salt?
Where's the salt?
Some say there's a woman to blame.
There's always a woman to blame.
But it's nobody's fault. That's right. Kevin, thanks again, Derek and Amanda. 80 days until the ovation from Sydney. Nice. Wow, it's going to be so great. It really is. Carnival Freedom finally going to get her new funnel. You're right about that. That'll be fun. Guys, Pig and Anchor has been a huge miss lately. I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Let's play a little game here. David, thank you so much for joining the Islanders Club.
David.
Hello, Derek. And I guess Amanda.
Oh, my word. He's so mean to me, y'all.
I'm out with the family for dinner. That is awesome. Just stopping by to wish everyone a happy Labor Day and to stay safe. David, thank you so much for saying hello to me.
Yes,
and not Amanda.
Kind of me.
David, who is a truck driver, and another occupation who's holidays sometimes mean nothing. It's a regular day for some people, like we talked about. David, thank you so much. Enjoy that dinner with the fam, and have a great evening, and have some ice cream or some dessert tonight. I've been thinking about that too.
You're always thinking about dessert.
Well, I've been doing better, but I want some ice cream. We'll see. Anthony, it's great to see you. Let's play a game here. It's got a Labor Day theme. We'll see kind of how it goes here. We'll ask some questions. Of course, you are free to answer in as many or as few words as you want to, but this will be fun, just keeping with the idea of how much do we work sometimes when we cruise.
Or how much do we not work?
Yep. Amanda, share the first one with us.
Let's see. How much effort or work do you put into getting ready on a formal night or an elegant night? Do you spend an hour, 2 hours, a half an hour? How much time do you spend?
How much work or effort do you put in for formal or elegant night? Let's see. Shirley points out Jimmy Buffett grew up on the Gulf Coast, Mobile, Alabama, Mississippi. That's exactly right.
20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour. I'm about a half an hour.
Yep. Almost never go to formal night, Mona says.
Yeah.
Yep. About an hour, 1 hour, Matt says. 2 hours waiting on the wife. That's about right.
Yeah.
Are you ready? And sometimes Carnival puts a pressure on, and other cruise lines too, with the app. You know, your table is ready. Be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, Amanda, we have 10 minutes. We got to go.
I'm like, bro, they got more tables.
2 hours for Wendy, 10 minutes for Mike.
Obviously, the ladies are saying they take a little longer.
Tuxedo shirt. That's the way to go right there.
Oh, there you go.
An hour and a half to 2 hours, Sugar says.
Yeah,
I'd say we're about probably 30 minutes.
I need like 3 hours because I got to get a good 2 hour nap in.
Oh, come on.
And then 1 hour to get ready. That's fair.
Come on. Yeah, she'll leave Lido Deck at 3 o'clock and say, hey, I'm going to get ready for dinner.
AKA?
Go to take a nap. Yep. So it seems like we're about average, 30 minutes maybe. Yeah. You know, usually you go to the room, rinse off real quick. And we get formal, but not too formal. Yeah.
We're not like the prom dress tuxedo formal.
We did, though, years ago, didn't we? Remember?
We were babes.
Yeah. You're still a babe. Question 2 here. Dealing with work. Nap is always good. It is good. Number 2. How much work or effort do you put in to the check-in process? Do you check in to your cruise line, your cruise of choice, as soon as check-in becomes available? Literally, refresh it, check in. Do you do it, hey, it's open, I'll do it before we leave? Do you wait till a few days before? How much work or effort do you put into the check-in process?
Are you up at midnight getting on there? I put 0 effort into it because he puts 100% effort into it.
That is true. But there's some people, there's a lot of our clients, we'll kind of,
they say.
Yeah, we'll reach out and say,
PM.
Hey, it's almost check-in time. Like,
12:01.
Hey, so many people. Wow. I didn't think there'd be
We've got dedicated cruisers on here.
I didn't think it would be.
These are not your Joe Blows of cruising.
Because depending on your cruise line, with Carnival, for example, it takes place at midnight Eastern time when it's your time to check in. So some people literally have to stay up later than what they usually do.
That's true.
Or set an alarm and wake up
and then
to check in.
Checking in.
Yeah. What time did I check? And then some people just wait till the next day. And so, but a lot of people.
But those early times are going to be gone.
Hey, work. That's what the song says, right?
That's true.
I can't even name the song. That's all I can say is work. But, Mike, you're welcome. We do have a check-in video out there that a lot of people watch, but a lot of people put some work in when it comes to checking in, and we do too. So we want to get on board as soon as we can.
Steve said Linda has the date and time memorized.
I do set an alarm or a reminder on my calendar. Yep, because I have forgotten before.
I
have. Yep. I didn't think so many people would say that they put the work in. Number 3, go ahead, Amanda.
I knew you people. Number 3, how much work or effort do you put into packing? Do you start days in advance, or do you throw everything in your suitcase right before you leave?
We have gone back and forth on this over the years.
I feel like we're kind of in the middle on it.
Yeah.
Like we got the suitcases out. I'm making sure the laundry's clean.
Kevin wants to know if I wore the prom dress for you back then.
He did, and I wore the pants because we all know I wear the pants around here.
That's right. Packing, we have gone back and forth. I mean,
we do.
Sometimes it depends on the trip, really.
But every time you do say, like, we need to start packing, and it's like a week before, and I'm like, bro, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, and sometimes it's literally It's 7 o'clock the day before. Our flights are at 7 a.m. and now we pack.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now, our big trip that we did over to Europe,
Oh,
I did
wow.
pack in advance because there were certain things that I needed to like order online, like a converter and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I did have that stuff coming in from the Amazon. You know, me and the Amazon truck, we're like this.
Best. He's got his own parking spot even. Yeah.
That actually is not a bad idea.
Yep. Got an ice chest out there. Grab a water on your way. Right.
There you go. I did put some snacks out there one time.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's kind of split between several days before and then, a day before. We've got a lot of experienced cruisers that you know what you need. You know what it takes.
That's kind of how I am. Like, I know what I'm going to pack.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't need to do it
Linda starts weeks, 3 days before.
I'm like the night before.
And really, I guess when you talk about packing, sometimes you're talking about, are my clothes clean?
Yeah.
Do I have enough deodorant for the next 7 or 8 days?
Well, you better, because you ain't going with me if you don't.
So sometimes the packing is not actually putting something in the suitcase. It's
kind of
going
sure
through.
You got everything ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Once everything's ready, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yep. And 2 weeks ahead, Ann says.
Okay.
Yep.
But some things, like if it's summertime, I still might be wearing the clothes
True.
that I'm going to pack. So
Yep.
it's like,
yep.
Anyway.
No, that's good. So a lot of people days in advance, which is about right. It is. It is. We just make sure that we have forms of payment and our travel documents. Anything else you can buy.
I know you can buy it.
Yep. Ann has a question here. It's a good question. If you're linked up to another cabin, can you check in at the same time, or each booking do their own? You do have to do your own per cabin, because there are different passengers in each cabin, different emergency contacts, different ways to set up how you're going to pay Carnival for your onboard charges. So you do have to do your own cabin by cabin. Yep. But if I'm in one cabin, she's in another cabin, we can log in at the same time. Even though we're going together, you can check in separate. Yep.
Yep. Steve mentioned the laundry on board. You don't have to pack as much if you get your laundry done on
3
board.
months. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, it depends if you have a laundry benefit on board. Yes.
Like you might not have to pack as much because you can.
It is huge.
Get stuff washed.
It is huge. Know those benefits for your cruise line for sure. Yep. Let's go number 4 here. You got number 4.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the comments. Lita was asking about our Jubilee cruise, if we're getting some ideas for either giveaways or like a goodie bag type stitch.
Yep.
We're working on it.
We've got some of the things ordered, some of the things on a wish list, going through getting quotes on different things, but we're almost done with that. We are.
Anyway,
it's going to be a lot to get to Galveston. I can tell you that.
All right, you read the next one. I don't even know where we are anymore.
We are number 4, but I'll answer Glenn's question first. What is the best hotel in Miami? Close to the port, but reasonable. Glenn, Miami can sometimes be difficult, but it's not really. No. It's difficult because Miami's expensive.
That's true.
So a lot of people say,
do you want to pay?
A lot of people say, hey, I want a $125 hotel. I said, you're staying by the airport, and you're going to pay $150, but you're going to stay by the airport.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in Miami, you're going to pay $250 at least. But there are several good options there.
There are a lot that are right by the port, but it's like you said, you're just going to have to pay more for those.
Yeah, there's a Holiday Inn Express by the port that's across the street from a market area. It's 1 block away from CVS. So if you need to grab last minute things, and then it's a $6 Uber ride the day of your cruise. I mean, you can see the ships out your hotel window, but that's Holiday Inn Express at the port. That's the most reasonable option. There are others around, but they're all about $100 more. Yeah. Yep. So that's where we would suggest, but you're going to pay for it. Yep. Let's do
Shore Hotel. Check that one out, Jolie.
Yep. We've heard of that one as well. We haven't stayed there, but we've had people mention it before. Let's number 4 here. How much work do you put into planning excursions? This is always an interesting one for our clients. Do you plan them as soon as you book? That's your very next step. Do you plan them just before your cruise, maybe a week out up to a month out, or do you get on the ship and say, hey, what are we doing in St. Martin?
We're planners. We plan ahead.
Rick, that is cool. I did not know that. I did not hear that about Chris Wong. That is really cool. I have to look it up. Planners on excursions.
We're planners.
We are.
Yep.
We are.
We're not like years in advance, but but if you're doing an Alaskan cruise,
that's what we talked about.
You better plan
before we got up here. Someone asked, "What's your biggest tip for Alaska?"
Plan
in advance, because those headlining excursions are sold out a year in advance. Yep. Yep.
And get ready to spend some money on
So
some
there are some. We've
excursions.
already got some.
Not
Ronnie and Shirley,
much.
none. We wing it. And so many of you have cruised so many times
That's
that
true.
you
When
just
you've been
do
to
it.
Cozumel so many
You've done,
times,
yeah.
it's like,
You've done what you
we'll
wanted to
figure it
do. Now it's like we'll find something to do.
yeah.
Yep. Definitely got a plan. I've done all of the above. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've booked last minute before. Our July cruise, we booked
We will, yeah.
just a few days out. And sometimes you get the leftovers, right?
Just
Which is
fine.
still great.
I mean, you're gonna have a good time.
Yep. A month out, Tim says. Some say after they
We're about a month
make their final payment, pay the cruise off,
There
then
you go.
you've got some funds now.
Yeah. Or you're like, yeah, I'm for sure going because
Yeah.
I paid for it.
We wing it, Fowler family fun. And a lot
Yeah.
of people do that and still have a good time.
Oh,
I do.
for sure.
Yep. Pat, we appreciate that so much. Hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate that. Yeah, we do a lot.
Ahead of time.
We do a lot of excursion planning.
Yeah.
We do.
Especially
Let's
when
give
we
an
did
ideas.
When we did our big Europe trip, I had everything planned out, and I also paid for a lot of them in advance. That way, it wouldn't kind of hit us all at once. So,
yep, he did a really good job of that.
I
And
know
I've still
I did.
got vlogs to make on that.
good luck. Good luck.
Over 2,500 pictures or videos.
He was going
We'll
through
get to
all of his
that.
pictures and stuff, and he was like, "Oh my word, I have so much. I need to."
I wasn't going to make a
I just need to
vlogs
put
about
some
it.
stuff together.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it, and then I was like,
Mm,
"My
might
goodness,
as
we
well.
got that." Yeah.
Do you have
Shipmate? We don't. Shipmate, of course, has been around for a while. You can enter all your cruises there, and you can research,
Maybe.
excursions and different things,
Well,
and
might
communicate
do
with
that.
people. But we may have to get it. A lot of people
Try it.
keep up with their countdowns and things like that on there, but we don't. We have to download that. Just one more thing, right? Yep.
Add another
Randy,
app
we
to
can
your
help you
phone.
with excursions for sure. A lot of
Oh,
times
yeah.
what we tell people is,
Email us.
tell us what you're wanting to do. Hey, I want to go to a beautiful beach, or hey, I want to snorkel at a good location. Then we look at your itinerary. We say, okay, well, here I would go snorkeling. Here I might stay on the ship if you wanted a day to stay on the ship.
Yep.
Here's when I might, do some sort of different type of adventure, zip lining, or
Did Randy
ATVs.
just book a cruise today?
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back to cruising.
Back at it.
That's right. We're excited about that. Going on the Dream, going east, 8 days on the
That's a
Dream. That's right. Let's go through this last one here. And this one, it's on my mind because of my line of business, and then what we see.
Oh boy, who knows what you're gonna say?
Well, it just continues to change about how our world is changing, our workplace is changing. Many people, more than ever, are working from home or remote locations or
It's
hybrid. Would you ever cruise and work at least half of the week, 20 hours, at your job while you were on board? For some of you, I know
No, I want to
It's a no.
unplug and relax.
but I really think we're going to get to the point where you're going to be able to do that pretty effectively.
If you get some
for
good
some
internet,
people, right?
Yeah. Derek,
You're not going to be the triage nurse and on the
That's true.
ship.
That
Okay.
is
So
true.
this is,
It only applies to those that can.
yeah.
We actually met a lady on our last cruise that we went on, and she cruises about
3 to 4 weeks. I think
3
she
weeks
said.
out of a
Yeah.
month, and she works while she's on board. And I saw her at the coffee shop. She would be
Working 40 hours.
She'd work during the day and then have fun.
Yeah. And Paul points out, being IT and banking, the sensitive data. And I have had issues before getting through firewalls, getting through all my network requirements on a ship. Yep. A lot of people, it's a no for a lot of people. Wow. Which a lot of
get it. You're on vacation. You don't want to work.
And the cost of cruising, right? You're going to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and then work, a couple of days.
Yeah.
I like Coin. What Coin says, one word: retired.
Retired. One word: jealous.
Yes, exactly right. I've worked on board. Rick says I do work remotely, however, not allowed to cruise and work. Tricia says, yep. A lot of people, it's a hard no.
I mean, I get it.
I know, but I don't want to, but I have to sometimes.
Well, yeah, if you take a 3-week vacation, you might have to.
Well, and then with our travel agency, you and
That's
I both.
true. We got to at least check the emails at least 2 times.
We do
while we're gone.
A day.
Well, that don't always happen.
I love Matt. Paid time off, right?
That is true.
You're supposed to be off of work. Yep. Let's. I used to, even the last night coming back into Galveston, I'd see the oil rigs out there, and I'd turn my my airplane mode off, and I'd get AT&T signal, and I'd catch up at least on emails, so I knew what was going on. So when I got back, I actually didn't have a ton to do. Yeah. Retirement helps me make that decision, Steve says. I've written a contract. Wow. While on a cruise.
Okay.
I like
what
that.
Kind of contract?
Shirley retires in December, and her company will let me come back and work 3 days a week.
Hey, that's not bad.
There you go. I will take that. Yeah, absolutely. You can't beat that at all. Yeah, we're a long way from retirement.
I mean, it's fine. We still got work.
We do. We really do. That's okay, though. It is.
Well,
10 minutes left. Can you believe that?
It just flies by when I'm with you, baby.
Yep. Let's ask this, because we have had a crazy busy weekend.
Yes.
We went and saw the Arkansas Razorbacks play yesterday, which was fun. A nice win against a terrible school.
Yeah.
We met Amanda's sister's new boyfriend. Sometimes those things are always interesting, right? What kind of guy you bringing around? Then we had a family event today, which was good. Your dad's side of the family.
And I was out by the pool all day.
And had a big cookout. And then tomorrow we have a cookout too. I want to ask you guys, are you cooking anything special this weekend?
Like,
today?
What's your go-to barbecue grill out meal?
Especially dish like with family and friends.
That's true.
Today it was the traditional hamburgers and hot dogs, right? Kind of the closeout.
Hey, someone brought deviled eggs.
Oh.
And we were all like, we only have those like once or twice a year.
Is it Thanksgiving?
But it was great. I'm like,
and they had a shrimp on top.
Can somebody make these every time?
They had a shrimp on top of the deviled egg.
And that was like a hard decision for me. Do I just pick the shrimp off and eat it by itself and then eat the deviled egg?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I take a bite of it with the shrimp and the deviled egg?
That's what I did.
I went separate.
Yeah, I took it with the egg. Tomorrow we're having ribs. I think brisket. One of our friends said, "Hey, I'm cooking ribs, brisket, and something else."
And we were like,
they were like,
bring whatever else you want.
Bring a side dish. I'm like, deal. If you're smoking all the meat and I just have to bring a side dish, deal.
Fried rice. Somebody's making something.
Here we go. With smoked chicken, even better. Ribs and chicken. Manny says
pizza.
State fair's going on. Wow, that'll be fun.
Ooh.
Gwen says, no, I'm resting from all labor.
That's true. On Labor Day, you do not have to work.
That's right.
To make your meal.
Hamburgers, chips, watermelon, corn. Oh, that sounds good.
That
right
does
there.
sound good.
That really does. Pulled pork,
barbecue right there.
And the slow cooker. That sounds really good too. Crawfish, fettuccine.
Why'd you do that?
Are you just saying it, Lito, or really?
Do it to me?
Really?
Michelle makes the best crawfish
shrimp tacos,
fettuccine,
and then some Whataburger. Arkansas finally got their first Whataburger.
Where at?
Bryant.
Okay.
45, 50 minutes down the road, so we can have our patty melts.
Oh, those patty melts are good.
That's right. Larry, it's great to see you. We're near the end of the show, but we're glad you're here. We're talking about Labor Day and our activities. Amanda has booked us for something every day, which is okay, but it's nice to have some time at home. But we're talking about all the meals, and we got out of this pretty clean. Today, we really didn't bring much. Tomorrow, we're bringing a side dish.
I know. I mean,
and usually we're kind of we're the host, but sure, I'll go to your house and keep my house clean. My sister just cleaned it. Sister just cleaned it. Hamburgers, Karen says, and hot dogs, deviled eggs, mac and cheese. My kids and grandkids were here and just left.
Oh, Steve, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Steve said, thanks for the help on the back-to-back.
The quiet house.
We got you covered, Steve.
Absolutely. That's going to be an awesome trip. We love the Venezia.
That, I promise you, that is my favorite ship.
But it is. I love it.
It's different.
But some people come back and don't like it. I mean, they'll straight up say, I don't like it.
I loved it. But I would choose a Vista Havana cabin over that.
Yep. Yeah, West Little Rock, I guess that's the same one I was thinking about, Samuel. Whataburger. Yeah. Yep. Sure. Buc-ee's, there's no Buc-ee's yet in Arkansas. Yep. Pineapple brats and
I'm not hating
specialty Swiss burgers. Now that sounds good.
Not hating it, sugar.
Beef ribs, golly, hamburgers. It is kind of the bookend, right? You start cooking hamburgers Memorial Day in May. I don't want to say you stop cooking them, but summer is officially over. Yeah, right. Look at the
Yeah,
It's
summer
gonna be
freaking
still almost
blazing hot.
100. Yeah, yep.
Getting
But
sunburned at the football game
fall's around the corner. 2 apple pies. Oh my gosh.
with some ice cream.
There we go.
You gotta have the apple pie
Sam-
and a scoop of ice cream.
Samuel says Buc-ee's is coming to Benton. I have not heard that. Have you heard that? That's 45 minutes away. Not bad.
Okay. Steve said, why would you make that choice about my Vista?
Yeah.
But it would have to only be a Havana cabin where we
Yeah.
had that space, not just the Vista Havana.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
That quiet all adults area.
We
like,
use
you
it.
just can't beat it.
We use it. We really do.
You can't.
We've done the Vista and Horizon,
Yeah.
Havana, and spent, I mean, no lie, 12 plus hours a day.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there was one cruise we spent, and I'm not lying about this, less than 1 hour combined on Lido deck for the entire week. I'm not lying about that. I think we spent less than 1 hour up there.
Yeah. We just chilling in the Havana.
Yep. Carnival's chocolate melting cake. That would be fun. Yep.
Get a little
only book
peanut
a
butter on the
Havana.
side.
Matt, you're exactly right. Only book a Havana on the Vista class.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. And we advise that. And sometimes we get overridden, right?
When is the Venetia coming to Port Canaveral?
That is next, toward the end of next year, next October-ish, maybe late summer.
Okay.
And it'll be interesting because we plan a lot of cruises out of Port Canaveral, and a lot of people ask for suggestions. And you're going to have the Venezia there and the Vista, same type of ship. They're different classes, Vista class and Venice class, but they're the same ship, same layout, but different experiences. So it'd be neat to advise people on what to book, which one to book per se. Yep. Slim asked, any ships with a humidor? Slim, that's a great question. There are ships with a humidor. The newest one that I know of, the newest ones, Norwegian has brought them back on the Prima. We've sailed on the Prima, and I have smoked plenty of cigars in the humidor. And then the Viva. The Viva is out as well. They sell cigars there. You can only smoke cigars in the humidor. You can't smoke cigarettes, but they sell them there, or you can bring your own. And they've got, of course, a whiskey bar right there as well. The filtration was great.
I went in there with him while he smoked a cigar one time.
And there are other cruise lines, but I loved it was just called the Humidor, and that's where I went many evenings. Enjoyed a cigar. Yep. Venezia for New Year's. That's going to be fun, Vanessa. We're about to book someone else on Venezia for New Year's. Actually,
is it me?
No, Jamie. Sorry.
Congrats,
no surprise.
Jamie.
No surprise. You can't go.
I know I can't go.
You can't go.
I know I have to work.
That's right. If Jubilee is going to have a harbor lounge, yes, the Family Harbor is indeed on the Jubilee. We booked some of those as well. Tiffany, I think. My sister's staying there next March. Yep.
Well, then.
Yep. What a fast show. That was so fast.
Oh, I know.
I'll mention this to you. We do have one little activity tomorrow afternoon. But we know that in weekends such as these, we've been doing this for a year now, which we'll have an announcement September, I guess it'll be this week, about kind of one year anniversary. But when family and friends get together, we talk about cruising. So
just shoot us an email.
That's right.
We'll help you and the family out.
We'll be working. We'll be away from home some, but if you need a quote, if you're ready to book, shoot us that email, travel@bookislandtime.com.
So unprofessional. You don't even have our email scrolling down at the bottom.
That's on StreamYard. I'm not doing StreamYard anymore. Nope.
Wow. We're really going downhill. We're on the show.
The quality, they don't offer 1080 HD quality. They offer 720.
And you got to see all this in HD.
No, not at all. Not at all. We're going to get downstairs and finish watching this LSU Florida State game. We hope that all of you have a great long weekend, day off tomorrow, and a good short week. Hope it's not too busy when you get back to work. Update on Terminal 25 upgrade. It is taking place now. Matter of fact, the only ship docking at Terminal 25 is the Vista. The Breeze used to dock there for their Monday cruises, but they're not. They're using the other terminal, the older terminal. But all the enhancements and updates are taking place right now. So we hope that you have a great week, guys. If you need anything from us, you let us know. And we'll see you. We'll have a video uploaded tomorrow for you guys on some cruise news. We took a couple of days off. So have a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you later on right here
on Island Time.